Hello, everybody. Welcome to this training course on ISO 9001:2015. The course is being conducted by The Apprentice. The Apprentice is a learning and development organization based out of Gurgaon. We provide many courses on various subjects like Lean Six Sigma, ISO 9001:2015. We have OSHA's, we have ISO 14001:2015. There are courses on soft skills and pharma as well. Today's topic of discussion is ISO 9001:2015. This is a new standard that has come up, and many organizations are trying to implement this standard in their organizations, in their organization. So let's begin. So the objective of today's program is to familiarize the participants with the requirements of ISO 9001:2015. We'll also understand a couple of other things ago- along with the standard, which is what is a quality management system, what is the premise of ISO 9001:2015, the structure of the standard, the explanation of the auditable standard, and key terms used in the standard. So it is important to understand some things prior to getting into the nitty-gritties of the standard. It is important to know what is QMS, that is quality management system. It is very important to understand what is the premise of the standard. What are the quality management principles that are there as the background on which the standard is actually built. As you would know, not all the clauses of the standard are auditable. Clause 1 to 3 are not auditable. Auditable clause starts from clause 4. So we will see full understanding from clause 4 to clause 7 in this training course. So here are the contents. We'll look at what is quality, what is standardization, what is QMS. We'll introduce you to ISO. Many people think that ISO is an acronym and it stands for International Standards Organization. However, that is not the case. ISO is a Greek word and it means similar or same. It's not an acronym as understood by many people. Of course, we'll introduce you to ISO 9001:2015. We'll talk about the quality management principles. It is very important to understand these quality management principles. And whenever you are trying to read the standard or you're trying to understand the standard, it is advisable to have these QMS principles in sync with your understanding. We look at the elements of the standard, of course, auditable and non-auditable clauses, the terms and definitions, and there's a complete explanation from clause 4 to clause 10 in this training course, and how you can implement the standard in your organization. That is also explained in the training. All right, let's begin then. So, we'll introduce you to quality and standardization. We'll also talk a little bit about evolution of quality management systems, and then, of course, 9001:2015. So, what is quality after all? What do you think is quality? The gurus of quality have defined quality in various ways, and the definition of quality has also been changing since the time of Juran and Crosby. Quality guru Juran, he said quality is fitness for use. Crosby said it is conformance to requirements. And Deming says that it is customer satisfaction or customer delight. So you will see that the definition of quality is changing, and now we talk about delighting the customer, customer loyalty, rather than just talking about fitness for use and conformance to requirements. So let's dive a little deep and see what is customer satisfaction or customer delight. So we can talk a little more on this concept because this is important to understand. Why we are not saying that it is fitness for use? It's because I'm not undermining what Juran said, but as time passes by, we see that a lot of things are fit for use. The customers, do they just want fitness for use, or they want to be delighted by the product that we sell? That's the point. So, what is customer satisfaction? The definition is it is defined as the degree to which a customer's requirements have been fulfilled. So, we can say satisfaction is performance divided by expectation. So, how a product is performing vis a vis the expectation that is there from that particular product. So, if the performance is more than the expectation, satisfaction is huge. It is actually delight for the customer. If it's matching, then the customer is satisfied. But if the performance is less than the expectation, then the customer is dissatisfied. So, as quality professionals or people who are supplying goods to the customer, need to know what is the expectation of the customer and how their product is performing with respect to the expectation. So, what is standardization? Standardization is a process of developing and agreeing upon the standards. In a typical automotive industry, the automotive, the OEs, the original equipment manufacturers, they give certain specifications to their vendors, and then those vendors, they meet those specifications. So for them, those are the standards. If we move out of the goods that are primarily for the mass or for the consumers, direct consumption, if we talk about the industrial products, then it is important that there are certain standards defined and agreed upon so that there is a benchmark available, and going back we know that what is expectation and what is performance. So primarily the expectation translates into standardization in a B2B kind of market. What are the aims of standardization? Why do we have it? It is because if there is a standard, then we know that it is fit for the purpose. If there is standardization, we can use certain products interchangeably. There is reduction in the variation, there is compatibility, and guarding against factors that affect the health and safety of the consumers. Some of the other benefits are environmental protection, better utilization of resources, better communication and understanding, and removal of trade barriers. What is a standard? Standards are documented agreements containing technical specification or precise criteria to be used consistently as a guide of characteristics to ensure that materials, products, processes, and services are fit for their intended purpose. There are various types of standards. For example, vocabulary standards, measurement standards, product standards, management standards. So you can read through what all these standards are, and if you want to do the complete course, log on to our website, which is www.theapprentice.com. There is a double I in the apprentice, and you can do the full course at our website. The process of registration is very simple. You can log on to the website and log in using your email ID. You have to register with us, which is a very simple process, or you can use your LinkedIn or Google Plus account as well. So, thank you. Thank you for listening.